to take a moment to introduce the jury for the 2024-2028 political term. We have Mr. Kyle Feliciana, Coach Michael Cheatham, Mr. Richard Oliver, Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn, Ms. Tristan Chastain, Mr. Dexter Armstead, Mr. Jason McCray, Mr. Keeper, and myself, Louis King. This is the blue jury for the 24-28 political year. You know, you want to know, we do not take this business lightly. Things like we represent the parents and the government body, everything comes to the jury. We try to be impartial and do the right thing by the teeth of the law. Sometimes we really gonna make people happy, really. If we just represent everybody in this business, from the smallest to the top to the big. And I pray to God that we'll be impartial, we will fair for everyone. And less than 1% of anybody in the world will ever hold political office. We have a lot of armchair political leaders out there that say things and they have no input and know what's going on. When we sit here, we go through everything, tooth and nail, do what's right and best for the fair. And even though we represent different districts, we represent the whole town. See, the government body, but we speak down the town. People understand that. Okay? This is your new thing. We do a prayer and that's really good. Just offer this for you. As you do, we have church family. A lot of hatred, a lot of dignity, but there's so much things going on in the world. These things are supposed to happen. But guess what? We got someone who controls everything. That's my God. We're from the end of the city, and I pray. And that's for God. I hope these Germans do the same thing. Ask God for your guidance and leadership, because He's the ultimate leader of this world, and not just this country. I want people to realize that. These Germans have common respect and common courtesy for everybody. When we meet in Ireland, because we're supposed to be together. People got to trust me. I don't take this trust lightly. I don't. I hope these Germans don't lose my time. But at the moment, started just for the world, because a lot of bad things are going on. I would thank you. For rich Father, we come to the presence of thanksgiving in our heart. Asking you for leadership and guidance. Thank you for all the blessings you have taken to your word. We thank you for your son Jesus who died and hung on the cross to make all these things possible. I pray for each jury in their families as well. I pray for every individual in this building in their families as well, Father. Realize that you made you all about it, Father. Everything I pray. I pray for honesty, continuity, and togetherness, Father. I pray for health. I pray for the sick. I pray for the leaders. I just pray for the whole world, Father. Because we need leadership right now. And God, act with compassion. Compassion, God, and love. Because you are love. You like everyone to love each other. And to show you love, we have to love each other from God. We have forgotten to love you in spite of what's going on. And God, I just pray that you bless the year for the next 4 years, God, and the right thing for people this past. And for the family as well. And God, everything is said and done here. You all the praise, all the glory. In Jesus' name I pray.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Osborne.
Mr. Dexter Armstead.
Present.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain. Present. Mr. Michael Cheatham.
Present.
Mr. Kyle Flanagan.
Present.
Mr. Jason McCray.
Here.
Mr. Keith Mills.
Here.
Mr. Richard Oliver.
Here.
Dr. Chrissy O'Quinn. Here. President Louis Kent.
What's the proof of benefit?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. McCray.
Second.
Second by the whole jury. Any discussion? Question on the audience? And all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The first item of business on the agenda is adopting minutes from December 18th, 2023, regular meeting. Everyone review.
I'll read through them, I'll make a motion.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Mills, second by Mr. Allen. Any questions from the audience? Like all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This item on the agenda is the nomination of election of officers. The first nomination, election of Secretary President.
I nominate Kyle Flanagan.
I nominate, President Lewis Kent.
Second. You second?
Yeah.
I second.
Who you second? Him? Okay.
The first one died from, not to get
Well,
a
we
back
didn't
to
have
second.
time to give a second.
You want to redo it?
I think that we do.
Redo it.
Wait a minute.
So I nominate Kyle.
Motion died because of lack of a second.
No.
We take secretary motion.
I'll make a substitute motion, nominate Mr. Lewis Kent.
I second that motion.
Any questions? Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed?
Yeah, I didn't nominate you, so I missed.
One less number.
Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
I'm gonna get out there, I'm going away.
So the motion carried, I will present the date of the year for the next year. Thank you all for that comment.
Thanks, Mr.
Like the public to know, I'm not an hour secretary. This is my 28th year in 28 years in the year. And if I can keep the term, I have 32 years in public government. I done seen everything come to this pass. Everything people think they know, I've seen. What y'all know? And I don't take this job light. I don't take no job I do light. I put my best in everything that I do, especially representing people in the past. I represent myself, first I represent God. Then I represent the people in the past. I represent my family. I'm never going to say whether it's parents or my family. Okay, so you know that. Just only give a nomination for the year vice president.
I'll nominate Kyle for vice president.
Who's supposed to second?
Vice president.
I make a nomination, nomination for Dr. Quinn. Substitute motion.
Nomination Dr. Chris Oakley. Second by Ms. Justine. Any discussion? Any questions from the audience? You all in favor?
Aye.
You opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you for your vote of confidence.
I'm not going to appoint any committee until the next meeting. No committee. I am going to make myself the finance chair, because we take care of financial matters. Current finance committee. Current check business for the past. Thank you. Next on the agenda, request to use the prohibited project for Paul Hartsfield. As in the past, you know, during Mardi Gras parade, they used to ride out traffic for Paul Hartsfield, the horses that in the parade. So Ms. Flowers, is that, come to the line.
Good evening, how y'all doing?
All right.
I guess you have the request in front of you with the letter, also showing the insurance on the property already. Just all I had to come to, y'all can approve it.
Yeah, that's it.
Can I say something?
Please do.
I just do want you all to know that it is for,
Bank Street.
you're not voting the three?
No, just the Bank
Just
Street
Main Street?
location.
Okay.
Voter registration office park.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Any question from the audience?
Ms. Shirley, did we have any problem with that?
Last year, no, sir.
Okay, And
property was
because after
cleaned
it
up.
filled up, I couldn't get in that part, I came over, and I parked so
Yes,
get
sir.
back before this jury building.
Okay,
And I spoke to
Myself
Ms.
and a few other
Bobby as
fellas.
Mhm.
Okay, all right.
okay.
You want
She
to-
said she has no problem with being on
So
the.
there's a motion,
So moved.
President Norton, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. That's the day of the, Mardi Gras, correct?
Yes, sir.
February 13th?
27th.
27th?
January. It's always the last Saturday in January.
January.
Yeah, January.
But the Mardi Gras is 13th.
13th February, correct.
Do you have any idea, time-wise, when they're gonna start, when they're gonna be finished? So that everything, if we have to block anything off or anything.
You
we
won't
can
have
be
to
ready.
block anything off. Usually we ask the horse riders to be there no later than 10 to 10:30 to get in, park and register
So
and
there's
unload.
nothing that the jury has to do?
Nothing that the jury has to do. And we're responsible for the cleanup.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Flowers.
Thank you.
It runs pretty smooth. I'll be there, police.
Oh, we also have 20 officers between the town, the parish, 12 DCI taxi officers coming also, and 4 officers from EBR that have been, assigned to come up and help us out.
Okay, now the appointment of legislative assistant to Representative Roy Allen. Ms. Faye Campbell, please come to the mic.
Hi, I'm Faye Talbot. I'm sure most of y'all know me from the library board. I've been on the Audubon Regional Library Board for years. I was just elected vice president of that. But now I'm wearing a different hat also. I'm legislative assistant for Representative Roy Darrell Adams. His office is in the same location in Jackson, the Brown Cottage on College. If you need anything, tell your constituents to get in touch with us. And his phone number is 634-7470. And we have a 2-lane scholarship. I get several emails a day for people that want that scholarship, but we're not giving it to somebody that's in Lake Charles and New Orleans. He wants to give it to one of his constituents. My understanding, it's a free ride for 1 year. You can reapply the next year. So if you know anybody that is interested in going to 2-lane, let us know, because we'd really like to award that scholarship. The third hat I wear is I'm the librarian at Angola. So if anybody has any books they want to donate, I save money that way. I've got a carload of books right now, so I stay busy. But anyway, our office hours are usually Monday through Friday, 9 to 3 at Representative Adams' office. I'm usually there by 8:30. So if you need anything, just call.
Congratulations also.
Yes.
Thank you, George. This one is going to request very assistance to the senior living in RV at 4943 Highway 6th Street for the duration of housing in the Susan and Dennis Company.
Good evening, Susan Countryman, and we're requesting approval to reside on the property, just stated, until the house is completely finished.
You know what kind of time frame?
We just got plumbing inspected and approved, so the next is footings. We're looking at maybe maximum of 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve for 6 months.
Second.
Now, didn't we do the last one for a year?
It just depends on, but if y'all wanna do a year, that's fine.
This is an extension.
If she
It
got
is an
Yeah, I'll do an
extension.
extension.
You know, it's from that first. You take it right. Any more discussion? President Norton, is all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Thank you.
Okay, next on the agenda, discuss, take action, if necessary, on injunction at the jail property. Ms. Reader?
Me? Go ahead.
You go first.
I'll go.
I'm John Pitts, I'm here to represent for the jail.
Let Mr. Reader speak while you want the injunction. Come on, Mr. Reader.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds like they have to turn the microphone. That's not high enough.
Good? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
All right, good evening. My name is Jeff Williams, certified building official, East Feliciana Parish. kind of want to read off a couple things in our ordinances to kind of describe my job description and duties to explain why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do. Section 3B-67 under the administration talks about the enforcement of the ordinances. Okay, it states that this article and regulations shall be administered by the building official appointed by y'all. Okay, so that explains that I administer our ordinances. Okay. Section 3B-68, it discusses violation, penalty, and general provisions. Okay. In case any building or structure is erected, constructed, reconstructed, altered, repaired, converted, or maintained, or any building, structure, or land is used in violation of this article, it says the building official, in addition to other remedies, may institute an appropriate action. Okay? So on the agenda tonight, it says, talks about an injunction on jail property. Okay? It's been brought to my attention that there is a flyer going out, okay, that talks about the Gerald Event Center. Okay? If y'all recall, this is a property that has been through planning and zoning to try to get rezoned, okay, that has been denied from planning and zoning. Okay? From there, it went to y'all. Okay? Y'all denied it. Okay? Then they came back for a noise variance, okay, at the last meeting. Y'all turned that down. Okay? So now they are trying to proceed, okay, with conducting commercial activity on an agricultural piece of property. Okay? So I, as a building official, enforce that. Okay? So that's why I'm coming to y'all and asking for an injunction on the property. Okay? I have discussed this with our legal counsel. I have discussed it with the sheriff, and we're all in agreement here. I just don't see. Okay, so they talked about an equestrian law. Okay, I think they brought that up at the last meeting. There was an equestrian law that allowed them to do that because they had horses there. Okay, so there was extensive research done on that, and there is no equestrian law that gives them the right to conduct commercial activity on an agricultural piece of property. Okay, so that is why I'm asking for an injunction to be placed on the piece of property. Okay, so for a couple reasons. Okay, for one, they're saying that admissions will be $20. Okay, so that's commercial right there. Then they say, okay, well, we're gonna do a donation of $20. Okay, I don't know if that changes it to not commercial or not. So my recommendation to y'all is let's let the courts decide. Okay, if you file an injunction, I believe it has to be heard within 10 days. Okay, I know we're kind of on a time crunch here because I believe the party is at the end of the month. So,
And Jeff, we need to be fair with this, because we led these people to believe from the December 4th meeting that everything was all right. Now, they did state that there was going to be a horse event, and it was agriculture. Now, where all this other stuff is coming from, I don't know. And it's not fair to bring this to the table and ask the jurors here. We got new jurors that just coming on tonight. They don't know what's going on. And half the ones that's on the board already don't know. So somebody needs to explain. We need to be fair with residents as well as the landowners. These people have been planning this thing for 2 or 3 months. They came in and asked if we were going to say something, if the planning and zoning was going to deny it or whatever, they should have said something. When you go out and plan events and stuff like this that costs money, it takes time, and they put a lot into this. And as an organization, the police jury here, we have an obligation to everybody. We need to sit down and come up with a main event, a special event, ordinance, and draw it up and put it in place, because this is going to continue to happen over and over again. It's going to come up again. But it would be unjust if you denied those people and didn't let them have their event now.
Well,
I mean,
the question I have, they've already been told that they can't charge.
right.
And now they have flyers going out that they're going to charge. Now, from what I'm understanding is now they want to change it to a donation. Now, that sounds fishy to me.
Well, they told them we had to change the verbiage.
But I think
So
they
if
already knew that they couldn't charge, and now they're sending flyers out. And my thing is, if there's that much confusion, if there's that much confusion, why don't we let the courts decide? That way, if whatever they decide is it, takes it out of our hands, we get it done right.
And that's okay too. But if we're gonna
And
do
that's our
that,
problem.
you do
We
it
don't-
and be
we don't have an order.
consistent and not be biased. That's okay. I don't have a problem with it. That's good. We need to do that.
I think that's the fairest way to do it.
And if that's what's gonna have to be done, let's do it. But let's come up with something and get this over with so we don't have to keep going over this over and
Well,
over.
that's
I'm
what
tired of
we do.
dealing with
But
this.
that's why we're in the situation we are now, because we don't have it.
Right.
Excuse me, can I speak a minute, please?
What's that again?
As you are-
As the parish, in all these years, we do not have a selected easement order. All right, we don't have one.
That's right.
We never had one like that.
Or a permit.
We're in the process of getting one in the road.
Yes, sir.
So we cannot enforce a law that we don't have.
Right, but I want to speak on the information that I received from the Louisiana Department of Agriculture, which states concerning an equine event held on private property. The landowner carries a significant amount of insurance to cover the property for the accidents during this event when it takes place. All participants must sign a legal waiver stating that they understand the risk of participating and that they will hold the landowner harmless for any injuries. Third, that is the responsibility of the landowner to provide an emergency management plan for the event to ensure that the participants and the local government entities that are all safety procedures and precautions will be adhered to during this event. Now, this is coming from the Louisiana Department of Agriculture. She told me, and also the gentleman that's over the Department of Agriculture said that you can have an event on your private property, an equine event, and you can charge. You all have that
But
letter,
what is
right?
that?
Y'all got it in your hands?
That's the state saying that.
but
But what
that-
ordinances do we have?
Yes, sir, that's the state saying that, but that's what y'all been using, saying that you cannot do an equine event on private property and charge. So this is coming from the Department of Agriculture, what y'all been saying, agriculture.
The zoning.
Y'all been saying agriculture, you cannot have an equine event on private property, and you can. That's your private property, so therefore you can have whatever you want on your property. And
I don't
you can
think that can supersede parish.
Oh, yes.
So, Mr.
Mr.
We can't supersede theirs, but they have to abide by the parish. I don't know, let's send it to the courts, my
What,
opinion.
what does, what about what turns it equivalent? Because he can, she have a paper from,
Department of Agriculture, you can have this copy.
I've never seen that. I don't know what she's talking about on that. I can look
They
at
all
it if
have
you want
copies
to table
of
it
that
for a
right
few
there.
minutes and I can look at
please,
it.
go back. Look at it, please, sir.
And they also have their waiver in place. This is the waiver that they're gonna present at the gate for everybody to sign and bring that they won't hold the land on harmless to any accidents or anything. That's all the Department of Agriculture requires.
With the law.
Yes, sir.
And I wanna do it right, I don't
Well,
want
Mr. Lewis,
to.
Mr. Lewis, I'm looking at it right here. It's not a revised statute. I don't see where it's a law. It's just an opinion from the Department of Agriculture on that. You know, I don't want to get into the legal areas of it, about whether it's okay or not okay in a public meeting.
Exactly.
I don't think that's appropriate.
It's not.
But you do have zoning ordinances in the parish, and it says commercial activity and non-commercial activity. This has to do with the waiver of liability and things like that from the Department of Agriculture.
But that's what they've been using all this time to say that they can't have the event on agricultural property.
You didn't change this on the donors, it's probably still agriculture.
Agricultural property.
And in Louisiana. And in all fairness, I think what the jury is trying to say, or Mr. Williams is saying is, it's not zone commercial. It's a commercial activity that I think that they or y'all are trying to
It's an
have.
agricultural activity.
I understand it's an agriculture, but it's called a commercial activity also because you're charging money for it, or you're gonna be receiving benefits from it.
Well, they said they were changing it to donations now, so.
And all this is kind of changing as we go. I mean, charging money, donations, you know, if the donation, if that word didn't work right, then you might change it to a different word. It may work better than the donation word.
Well, that's what was said when we had the meeting the other day. We met the other day with the group of us, and that's what came out being, to say they changed the word from ignition to a donation. So, I don't know.
That's just up to the jury to decide. I'm not here to make a legal opinion or give you a legal advice on that. You know, I'll work for the jury. And if the jury says do an injunction, we'll file an injunction, and it should be heard relatively quick.
Mr. Phil, on your opinion, how long do you think it would take if we file an injunction, and can we get this speeded up so we can come up with get an answer?
Yeah, it's a fast track method, so we're gonna have a 4-day relatively quick. You know, we'll have
4
a
days?
4 day. I can't, the event's coming up.
I want the public to understand, the jury does not grant the judge does.
But so who's responsible for filing this injunction?
The ones who want to get Jeff Lee will be responsible. On behalf of the jury, because you represent them.
So therefore, the jury is still gonna be the ones that's filing an injunction against the jail.
No, his authority, he can do it. Because he's a better business. He don't do it.
Because I was told that they asked you to file the injunction, and you said no, and you wasn't filing the injunction. So now, Mr. Jerry can file the injunction.
I said every word I did. I'm trying to stay. This been a process for the last 2 or 3 months, and it just happened yesterday.
Exactly.
2 weeks before the evening comes, they want to file an injunction.
Right.
And that's
And
unfair.
that's not
That's
fair.
unfair to the
That's
whole,
not fair.
because half these people weren't even here.
It's unfair to us, it's unfair to the jail.
Exactly. And that's why I'm here, because they have a family emergency, so I was asked to come, and I said, I will be here to meet.
That's why I said what I said, it's unfair. If you or anyone else, it would be unfair.
Yes, sir.
2 weeks before the evening, you file an injunction.
Well, like Mr.
Yeah, but
McCray
good
said,
people have
it was
to-
already set up, why did they change it?
That's what I'm concerned about the time,
Time.
the timing of the injunction.
The timing of trying to file it before the event.
But if it was already clean in one state, why would they change it? It's equal, you said
And
it's
we
equal.
can make mistakes, but people came to him, and that's what file the injunction, to think even if what happened, because of time. If somebody came to him, they come to the jury, they went to him because he.
And I've also had people calling me about the zoning.
Yes, sir.
We don't do zoning.
We don't do
We
zoning.
have a planning and zoning that does the zoning. So we need to get that clear also.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we don't, the jury does not do zoning.
Yes, sir.
We didn't set their zoning. They went in for one zoning, they got that, they came back and told them they needed to change it to light eye. They changed that. These people have been paying money for this. Every time they go up, they have to pay $550 to change their zoning.
To be fair,
We need to get this taken care of.
to be fair, when this was talked about, there was not going to be any charge. Now, I don't know how soon in the past, how long it's been since they found out it was going to be a charge. I think that's been the whole thing that's caused the ruckus anyway, was the charge.
It's on social media, I don't fool with social media, I don't do it all, who brought it to social media? It's a problem out there, which I never seen.
But like Mr. McCray said, and also the gentleman right here, both of these gentlemen, take it to court.
We go to.
That's all we can do,
I
because
think
that
that's
was
something
before we
I
got
feel
getting.
better with you.
Well, I just have this suggestion. This is the same thing when we did the sickle cell event. And we went here, there, anybody's property. We were all out of Feliciana and everywhere. We supported the sickle cell event. Nobody stopped that. Nobody shut that down. We did that for years. They brought a whole convoy of horses from New Roads through Clinton to Greensburg and so forth. They did it every year. Nobody shut that down. Nobody stopped that. So what's the big reason now they want to shut this down so bad?
And this is not their only agricultural event that's in this parish.
Exactly.
That's charged.
And I do them
Oh, we don't go to
myself,
court,
but
let's go to court.
it was such a headache dealing with all the stuff in this parish. I started taking my things to St. Helena. I don't have a problem in St. Helena. So, my thing again, what is the big reason for always wanting to shut the jails events down? What's the reason?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
maybe
ma'am.
that'll answer it.
Yes, ma'am.
The sickle cell events were charity events.
Okay.
There's another agricultural event that goes on in the parish. It's a big charity event.
My events be charity.
Yours,
I'm a nonprofit. I give back. I feed the homeless under the bridge down on Mississippi River Bridge. We donate clothes, we donate school supplies. The jails are in with the organization that does the same thing. Y'all don't know exactly what we out there doing, but we helping people every day. We paying light bills, water bills, and everything.
are you an official 501c?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Okay, and are the jails?
The jury.
The jails are in the process of going to the official 501c.
That's fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna recommend this, I'm not gonna sit in all night long. And call for the question that the jury, they want to proceed with injunction. And Mr. Porter said it was expedited, and maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Let the jury decide.
I agree.
That's the most fair and proper way to do it.
Because we're not getting over with this.
We're not,
So when y'all file this injunction, therefore, if it don't go through before this event date come up, they can't have their event, right?
That's right, but the jump.
Or is they gonna stop?
only if the jury issues.
But what if they have to get a ruling on it before that?
He will be ruled on it 10 days on it.
You can guarantee that, Mr.
When the
King?
judge gives his answer,
Guarantee that.
or her answer.
It won't be before that's
Before
gonna stop
that
that.
date,
I can tell you this, we don't represent you.
Yes, sir.
You know, if they vote to have an injunction or bring to court for an injunction, you need to get an attorney, you need to expedite it.
I understand.
We're not gonna expedite it. If we get an injunction and we say, hey, you know, it's enjoined, you're gonna have to fight that.
So my question is to you, say, if you file the injunction tomorrow, the event is on the 27th, they may not go to court until, say, February. Will that stop anything?
Normally, they go to court faster than that.
I understand.
I'm not your legal advisor, and I can't answer that respectfully.
Okay.
But 9 times out of 10, I went through this process before, but the government not prepared for it. And they did expedite it in 10 days.
Within 10 days. Man. Hey, that's what I'm saying.
It would not help them,
That's why I'm asking.
It would not help them before the parade.
That's why I was questioning the timing of the injunction, because it comes 2 weeks before the evening, and want to file the injunction, which I don't think is fair.
And it's
Or,
not fair.
I get it to the jail, but you know what's taking, I just don't think it's fair. And
It's not fair. Let's take it to court. You never said it.
But again, you never answered my question. What is the reason for wanting to stop this event?
He said because you're charging $20.
Because of the fee, the money,
Can we charge $10?
$5?
$2?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Draw still a fee.
But so that's the reason, so we
Yes, sir.
So I'm thinking, very quickly, I'm gonna say the equestrian, he said you can charge. So why we going back and forth and say you can't?
That's a
you
part
can't.
of
What is our zoning, what is our ordinances and zoning?
We don't have.
But to charge, don't you have to be commercial? That's our zoning rule.
That's the parish zoning rule, right?
Yeah.
Ms. Flowers, you said, it said we could charge, I don't see that on
There's
here.
no one
I'm
on that
guessing
piece
it.
of paper says you can charge.
No, that's
So
what
when I talked to them, they said you could.
I understand that, but.
I can call back and get them to restate that and send it back to you. I can bring it to you tomorrow.
Okay, I'm not, y'all hired me to do a job, okay? I'm enforcing the ordinances that y'all have adopted in this parish.
I'm not questioning the, well, I'm saying the time of the study.
I understand.
The time of the study.
Came across my, they advertised, okay? They advertised for a commercial activity on a piece of property that got denied on their rezoning. So what gives them the right to continue to go ahead with the Gerald Event Center when it's been denied on every aspect? Let's talk about the tow yard, okay, on Highway 10.
You shut them down.
I understand that. This person bought a piece of property, wanted to do something with it, it got denied, okay, so guess what? She lives there. She can't have a tow yard. Y'all voted it down. What's the difference here?
So
That's why I'm asking to file the injunction. Let's go to court. Let's let the judges decide what they can and can't do on that agricultural piece of property. That's all I'm asking for.
Move for question. Just vote.
One question. If we don't go to court before the 27th, we cannot have the event.
They can't.
Not have it. No. All the money got invested in it or whatever, we just lose that. Bottom line.
You got somebody?
I know. Yes, ma'am.
What is the equine event?
We want, you got agricultural property dealing with horses.
It's a training
It's a
facility.
What is
family
the
day.
It's a
equine
family-
event?
The equine event is a family day event, and they have
That's a
horses.
family day.
A family day event with
You're not
horses.
having a play day, you're not having a.
No, it's a
rodeo,
family
You're not
day.
having any kind of equine actual event.
They only
It's a
have
training
horses.
facility for horses, where they train horses out in Gallup and have kids out there and adults as well. And they have music about how loud it is. but
Do you
the
have a
music-
corral or a pen?
No, ma'am, no corral, no pen, no bull.
Nothing
They
to
just
protect
ride
the
horses
rest-
on
You
the
don't have
trails.
anything to protect them.
We're not going to allow them to let the court
They are
stand.
really-
You said that you don't have anything to protect them from the crowds?
Yes,
The
ma'am, they're
horses
real.
on
we're going to file.
But y'all have a motion and a second?
I make a motion that we file an injunction.
A second.
Call for the question. All in favor of applying for the justice to visit these from having, and go to the question side. Call for the question.
Second, you want to vote, or just, everybody vote at once, or?
What do you want to have a roll call for?
This is the
Let's have a roll
only
call.
way we're gonna move forward.
Mhm.
Mr. Dexter Armstead,
Negative.
Mrs. Kristen Chastain, Mr. Michael Cheatham,
What you mean? You have to support the, you have to support the injunction?
Mr. Carl Flanagan,
Yes.
Mr. Jason McCray,
No.
Mr. Keith Mills,
Yes.
Mr. Richard Oliver,
Yes.
Dr. Christy Oakland,
Yes.
President Lewis Cannon.
What the motion is, majority, the following injunction. Going on record as voting, I will vote, I'm used to voting, this is the time, but no, I'm opposed to the injunction because of the time.
And I'll agree.
Motion passed, that the jury will act, indeed, the following injunction to prevent this from happening, that the jury exercise.
Understood. Appreciate it.
I heard what everybody said, I'm like the park thing, so last time you had that park everywhere, I have proof of it right here. Pass it to you.
Don't let us discuss that.
No, this is my subdivision, this how I look.
I know.
When they had, nobody drove out there to see. This why I
Because
couldn't
I
get
come out,
in.
you just couldn't get there.
That's right.
Okay.
See here, this is what I stay. This is what I couldn't get out. I couldn't get out. This is highway here, two-lane highway. This is a two-lane road, everybody coming in, you couldn't come in, because they had two lanes coming in this place. When you came out of 19, coming out of 19, they couldn't get in.
We both were state highway, the state police have gotten involved.
It was on both sides of the road. That's what you look at. And I couldn't get out for 3 hours. I was trapped in. And they claim they got a lot of parking space. If they had a lot of parking space, why would you come into the subdivision block all the time? Traffic.
I must like to say, I understand what
I do
you're
the
talking
thing, I
about,
really do.
but they need to take their pictures to the courthouse.
Yeah, but the
No, I'm
jury-
just saying, in the meeting, I video on my porch, you hear all the cursing, come to me. If you wanna listen to it, I got it on my phone. I record everything.
For the court will decide.
I'm just gonna bring to the new juror who wasn't here about this. These guys just come on, y'all knew what they didn't know. I'll bring it to them.
There's
a lot of stuff they didn't know.
65 days ago, over the year.
Here.
Anything else? So move on. The county agenda approved MOU with LRTA Corporation, Mr. President.
So in your binders, you can see a copy of the MOU. It has to be signed online, but I did try to print out a copy of it for you. So the infrastructure, I did the last court, we did the application for that, and we're approved for the technical assistance part of it. It's 100% funded. It's 100% funded, and they help you find grants, pay for grant writers, everything like that. So it's something we've been talking about for a while. We gained permission to apply for it. Jeff and Miss Julie and I attended a workshop, and we do have the approval. You all will approve the MOU.
So moved.
Because agenda for the 2024 liquor license for Bangor.
Motion.
Second.
Discussion. Let's go to order. You know, in favor? Any opposed? We'll have to committee staff report, but I will appoint committee at the next meeting. You can listen to the bill this time. If not, you can't do it.
Oh, why don't I say one thing?
This is,
I would like to thank Ms. Harris and the staff that put the little reception together, along with the retirement party that Ms. Hall was given, and I want to make sure that it didn't go.
It was very nice, very nice.
Thank you.
okay, what's this here?
So moved. So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Mr. Kennedy, city officials. I'm Marvin Anthony. Marvin Anthony. And I come before you here tonight. I'm coming for where I live. Brown Road, Ghetto, Louisiana. Brown Road, reason for my appearance here today. Brown Road is very unsafe now. Within the last 2 days, there have been accidents on the road. Traveling on the road, cars are traveling approximately 50 to 70 miles on Brown Road at 70 miles per hour. The road is in very bad condition, as you may know. The traffic volume, within an hour, I counted the cars within an hour. There were approximately 30 to 40 cars that just passed on the road within that short period of time. The road, as I indicated, is, first of all, it needs to be widened. It's very, very small at this time.
I think we entertained that once before, that they don't have any shoulders, they don't have any room to widen the road on that. That's Brown Road you're talking about.
Yeah, Brown Road, that's what we did.
We don't have any room to widen them.
Okay.
I can tell you that now, I know that for a fact, because we've entertained that before.
Can you tell us why there's no room?
There's no shoulders, nothing left.
I mean, there are trees.
I mean, you
On
got,
both
that's
sides.
private property, landowners on both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
You can't do that.
But people have done that in the past, they give it land. Widen the road.
Then too many people gonna give away no
We done it
land.
before, we did all the time.
And my next comment is to ask you, the road is being used as a dumping ground now. People are dumping tires, old tires, deer carcasses. Anything that you wanna see, you can see on Brown Road that has been thrown on the road now. It needs to be cleaned desperately. And my third thing that I want to ask you, can we have stop signs, speed signs put on the road? It's supposed to be 35 miles an hour. We need at least 3 on the road so that we can slow the traffic down.
What's supposed to speed on Brown Road?
35.
On both parish roads is 35.
So there's no signs on the road at all?
One.
But we need it at least 3 on the road. I'm speaking of safety because I don't want to see no deaths on the road.
Mr. Davis,
So that's kind of why.
speed, Brown Road, speed limit signs, speed limit
Man, we
signs.
put them up, they take them down.
We
And
didn't have a problem with people stealing
we honestly
signs.
can't control it. I mean, we can put the sign
But
up.
with the
but-
deer carcasses and
There's
the
nothing we can
$100
do
job,
about speed.
we can have some cameras put out. We can request that.
Okay, I would really appreciate that. And can we put a police car on the road?
He's the parish, police. You go to the parish, law enforcement, you have a parish officer, he's the parish He put down the paper, said, Look, that's what it is. Mr. Humphrey, you don't want to-
Right here, I have a card.
No problem with that.
In my last comment, I would like to ask, just for safety, in front of 5627 Brown Road, the water does not travel down the ditch area at all. It needs to be cleared desperately.
Talk with Mr. Dawson.
Because otherwise, I don't see contamination, anybody getting ill or hurt.
We're gonna put up some speed limit signs, they're gonna have a deputy to set out there
Control, no control.
and try to slow it down.
Slow it down. That's the chief deputy.
But that's what I'm just afraid of, for, we need safety on the road, and we need cars that's traveling, too many cars are traveling on the road.
Mr. Ken, I want to mention one thing. What's your name again, sir?
Marvin and
Mr. Anthony, and also I want to just kind of throw this out to you too. I'm going to get the community too, because I passed on Brown Road, and I want to mention that we don't have a Raising Cane's up here, a Chick-fil-A, and I've seen several bags, people wait till they come all the way from Zach or Baton Rouge, and when they get almost home, and throw those bags out. So I'm gonna encourage people, when you come on Brown, take your trash home. We have a trash truck that comes through once a week. So a lot of this stuff is just not gonna be dealing with the police spirit. A lot of this stuff is gonna be individual. People at home start at home, taking their trash home and trying to be more conscious of what they're doing, throwing all this stuff on the road.
There's a deer carcasses and stuff, that happens year round
Yeah, that's happening.
on that road, I mean.
And it's been happening for years. You know that.
We understand, yes,
I
ma'am.
live there, you know.
And like Mrs. McCrae said, the only thing we can do is kind of maybe just try to encourage with some,
Big
cameras or
tires,
something.
these big tires for trucks. And they come in double, 6 at a time.
But I also think we have to do that, you have still have the responsibility.
That's right, that's true.
3 minutes is up.
Have some community pride, we gotta have to. I pick up on Martin all the time.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Have community pride for this, for your area, for community. And these people fight like that, allow people to do community pride, that they have.
This morning, I went down Brown Road, and because of the storm, there were many trees that were in the street. I picked up each and every one of them and removed them from the road so that there would be no accidents and people could drive on the road.
I can live like that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you could just pay attention to these issues for me, I would be greatly appreciative of this. So that we want to be safe, we want to work as a community and live as a community. But we can't work or live as a community, we have to live. So I really appreciate it.
I would every community champion would contact their representative.
Here's my
Or
call.
if they're not ready to do it.
And just give me a call.
Don't come here, talk to your representative, or we'll let them.
Thank you very much. All of
Good night.
I just wanted to remind you all that the police jury conference is February 27th through March 1st. There's a public hearing at the next meeting, which is on the 22nd. This month we're meeting 2nd and 4th, but every month after that it'll be 1st and 3rd unless something changes. The public hearing is at 5:30. The police jury office is closed on Monday. And we have bindings for the new jurors, that's our little special gift to you all. If you can keep it and we have things to add to it, we will. If any of the other jurors start, you all can get a binder. We can prepare.
The binders are pretty special, thank you.
They are, they're cute. Yes, thank you.
Thank you all for coming.
And that's it.
No, change.